I don't know why you're doing this to me. I ain't done nothing. You had sex with Willa Maston. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She's 18 and legal. She's retarded.
Welcome everybody to episode 158 of Banter Debauchery. It is me today. Y'all probably wondering why this nigga keeps taking like days off and shit like that. Well, check this out, right? YouTube decided to go on my other channel, the one that I game on, and start flagging videos from like 3 years ago from when me and my homies are playing Call of Duty. Now, if anybody started watching videos that time, you already know what time we were on. You know what I'm saying? So they decided to do that, and then I got a guideline strike. So what the guideline strike is, I can stream. Actually, I got two. I couldn't stream or do so what? Well, yeah, I couldn't stream or do things for a week because the first one was a warning. It was like, hey, knock it off. And I'm like, what can I knock off from 3 years ago? Shit doesn't make any fucking sense, right? So they gave me the first one was a warning, and then they came back like a week later and they gave me another one. So at fucking 11 o'clock at night, I had to painstakingly go onto my other channel and private every fucking video from about 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that happened. So another popular streamer got what do you call it? He got a guideline strike and he couldn't stream or do whatever. So he tried to go on one of his other channels and do it, and they got him up out of here for good. So basically, I didn't want that to happen to me. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to chill and, just chill out so I don't get banned. So I come to y'all every Wednesday, pause, and, y'all gonna have me. So if y'all wondering where the fuck I was at last week, that's where the fuck I was at. Hold on, I forgot to send a link to somebody. I be forgetting to send links sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we here. Probably gonna be a short episode. Really ain't got really much to talk about. For me, it's been slow news. But something happened recently, right? And something happened as recently as today. And I want to talk about this nigga right here. Where is it? This motherfucker right here. Let me switch to this.
I don't know why you're doing this to me. I ain't done nothing. You had sex with Willa Maston. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She's 18 and legal. She's retarded.
I personally think that clip is funny as fuck, and that was from The Heat of the Night. My parents used to watch that show, and if I know that they had shit like that in it when I was younger, I definitely would have watched that shit. But what the fuck ever. But alright, this nigga right here, man, this came to my knowledge right here. This motherfucker. And this happened right at, let's say, a good time, because the podcast is called On Par. And niggas is on par with being idiots. And he is the biggest one. Right? So, this nigga right here, John Morant, accused of punching a 20-year-old and flashing a gun in the police report. Let's run through this real quick. Memphis Grizzlies star John Morant has been accused of punching and flashing a gun at a 17-year-old and threatening a mall security. So, he punched a 17-year-old and threatened mall security. And records obtained by Washington Post, Morant was accused of punching a teen 12 to 13 times during a pickup basketball game at his house. According to interviews conducted by the sheriff's office, the teenager said Morant went in his house after hitting him and reemerged with a gun visible in his waistband and his hand on the weapon. This nigga is stupid, yo. This nigga's worth $200 million, by the way. Yeah. Heat of the Night was a good show, Blair. Hold on one second. My boy. So anyway, So Morant told police in an interview he swung first in an alleged fight with a teenager. He was acting self-defense because the teenager threw a basketball at his head and stepped on him. Said they declined to press charges against Morant. There was not enough evidence to proceed with the case. TMZ previously reported on January 3rd, the teenager filed a lawsuit against Morant. Court documents showed the 17-year-old said he accidentally hit Morant in the face with the ball, leading to Morant asking a bystander, should I do it to him? Yo, that's real. Like, if y'all, women wouldn't know this because, you know, y'all women and y'all don't fight like that. But when you a dude, when I saw that he said, should I do it to him? I immediately knew he did it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a nigga do to his friends. Like, if somebody's smaller than you and they try to buck up, and like, let's say he threw the ball in Morant's face, and everybody was like, ooh. If you a nigga, you gonna look to your friends and you gonna be like, yo, should I do it to him? And they gonna be like, yo, do what you gotta do, player, do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? So fucking, yeah. So I immediately, when I saw that today, I said, oh yeah, that nigga did that shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga did that shit. And I'm not saying that the 17-year-old is, you know, absolved of anything. This motherfucker probably was antagonized as fuck. You know how niggas get when they play basketball. They talk a lot of shit. And he said, and he stepped on Durant. So he probably, something happened when Durant fell and stepped on him. Like, yeah, nigga, you in the NBA, you ain't shit. You a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to it. Motherfucker also said that, should I do it to him? Before using a closed fist and knocked him to the ground. The teenager made verbal threats. It said a statement to light his house up. He and his family were put in fear by the statement. Stop having fucking niggas you don't know come to your crib, fam. All right, Morant said, according to police, the boy said Morant and his friend hit him hard enough to knock him to the ground, resulting in a large knot on the side of his head. He should have took a picture. They observed the boy's injuries. Reported last month, allegations made by the Indiana Pacers that acquaintances of Morant aggressively confronted members of the Pacers traveling party following a game at the FedEx Forum. Pacers traveling party was said someone in a slow-moving vehicle was riding in train, a red laser on him. It was unclear if the laser was attached to a gun. Yada, yada, yada. Morant tweeted after the report came out, one of his friends was banned from home games for a year. He was suspended for that. So this nigga is basically Ja Morant. Now, if anybody's ever seen Ja Morant, this nigga is a stick, fam. But he's basically trying to be gangster as fuck. Like, Ja Morant is trying to be a gangster, you know? And that's the first shit they reported. Now, the shit with the security guard, you know what I'm saying? The shit with the security guard, I'm about to pull up right now because, you know, I'm not ready. Let me real with y'all, nigga. I've been really tired this week. Not abnormal, like, just like, my shit hasn't been straight. I just need like a whole day to sleep. Why don't you just go to sleep? If anybody in the comments can tell me where that's from, I will cash app you $5. Anybody but Vay. But if anybody tells me in the comments, why don't you just go to sleep? If y'all tell me where that's from, I will cash app you $5. Open a new tab. All right, guys. Let's get it. Now, this is the shit with the security guard. We gonna fuck up the night. Stuck in my head. All right. Morant is... All right, anyway. Ja Morant was one of the stars of last year's playoffs. 2 months after the loss to the Golden State, Ja Morant's mother was at a Finish Line shoe store at a Memphis mall when she got in a dispute with the store employee, according to Memphis police. She called Morant, who arrived shortly with a group as many as 9 people. 9 people. Right? Confronted the director of mall security, Morant and his friends refused the security's demands to leave the mall parking lot. Police survived and a verbal confrontation escalated until someone in the group allegedly pushed the security director in the head. They mushed that nigga. They mushed that motherfucker. He was like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you a bitch. They probably went like this, which is the worst kind of mush if you ask me. If you fucking like take a nigga and mush his face, that's like, hey yo, what the fuck, man? But if you do like this to a nigga and do like that, and he don't do nothing, he just sit there like that, that's the worst kind of mush. Do I have this up on the fucking thing, or y'all see me? All right, I do have it up on the thing. Good. I'm good. All right, so as the group was leaving, Ja Morant said, "Let me find out what time he gets off." A guard wanted to file the report. Police Because he felt threatened by the statement that John Morant had been assaulted by the person who pushed him, the disturbing parties left the scene. No arrest was made. John Morant, the NBA, and his agent declined to comment. Now, let me tell you niggas something, man. John Morant is a young boy. Nigga's only like 22 years old. I've been 22. And I know how I was at 22. So imagine a motherfucker that's 22. He's already tiny. Like, John Morant's not tall. You know what I'm saying? John Morant is a little guy. Let's see his stat. I think he's like 6'1". Well, he's not. He's taller to y'all, maybe. Not to me. John Morant is overview. What is this fucking wiki? Oh, he's 6'2". John Morant's 6'2". He's 174 pounds. So, he's a little lanky. But to me, he's a little guy. No, Samuel L. Jackson did not say the line. You can guess in the chat, D. You don't gotta text me personally. But anyway, there's a couple things that's going on here. One, he's trying to be gangster. His dad, I don't know what his dad was back in the day. Let me see if I can find anything. I don't know if his dad was back in the day, or was he a fucking like what did he do? Okay, so he was a basketball player and he played overseas. So he's a barber. I already know how barbers are, fam. But like, so his dad was a barber. Okay. This nigga Job, I'm not saying he's not gangster because I don't know him personally. But when you in the NBA, right? Now you got this aura of invincibility to you already because number one, you're 22, 23. You got this aura of invincibility towards you and you feel like you can do anything. Like, and you got fucking $200 million behind you. But my thing is, number one, he shouldn't be having pickup games at his house with random motherfuckers. Number two, he shouldn't be doing nothing with guns. This nigga ain't never heard of Gilbert Arenas and Crittenton. Also, if his mom shouldn't be at the fucking... And I understand his mom want to be probably regular and shit like that. And she want to be like fucking... You know, I'm going to go out. I'm going to do this. I'm John Moran's mama. She probably got a fucking card from him where she can spend whatever the fuck you want. Probably unlimited, right? Ain't no reason your mom should be getting to a fucking dispute with a Finish Line employee, nigga. Nobody even goes to Finish Line anymore. If anybody fucking goes to Finish Line, you can go in here and say, yo, I still go to Finish Line. Nigga, I don't even go on finishline.com when I go to get sneakers. And you already know what I be doing with this sneaker shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga she should not be in the Memphis Mall going and having a dispute with a Finish Line motherfucker. Also, number two, she should not be calling Ja if she's having an issue. She needs to be calling her husband. You know what I mean? She needs to be calling her husband. Her fucking son is worth $200 million. And if fucking she was to do some shit and he was to get hurt, let's say she called him there and the motherfucking he got there, the police wilded out and they killed him. You know the first thing she's gonna say? She's not gonna say, oh Lord, I should have never called these motherfuckers. This is all my fault. She's gonna say, the police is fucked up. They're killing black men and they killed my baby. They killed him. They killed my baby. Not knowing that she set off the fucking domino events for having this nigga come. Because she calls John Morant in a panic. Think about if your mom called you in a panic, right? If she was getting harassed anywhere. I remember when I was in Sears, right? And I was jumping from line to line in a fucking mall. But me and my mom was jumping from line to line. Not in the mall, but in the line, right? We was jumping from line to line. It wasn't Happy Gilmore. We was jumping from line to line. And this white lady behind us, and you know, now that I look back at it, she was completely in the right. You know what I'm saying? Because we was trying to get the fuck out of there. So we kept going from the other line to the other line to the other line to the other line. And we kept cutting this lady off. I was like 25 at the time. So we in Sears, we doing this shit. And then the lady behind us, and then my mom was just like, my mom didn't say nothing. And I turned around and I said, yo, you got a fucking problem, yo? And I was 25. And like, you got a fucking problem? I said, I'll jump this motherfucking line 10 more times. I'll make sure you don't get you won't check out until fucking 5 o'clock fucking with me. I was wilding. And now that I go back and look at it, I was wilding. So And that was with my mom there. So imagine your mom close to the bed. Oh, the job, baby. They up here. They're trying to give me better. Did it there. That nigga said, oh, what? Fuck that. Squat up. Squat up. And he gonna squat up with his people. He gonna squat up with his people and he's gonna bring them all to the motherfucking mall. And nothing good could have came out of that. What's he gonna do? What's he really gonna do? Hey, nigga, don't be talking to my mom like that. Nigga, you John Moran. Man, my mom called me and I was stupid rich. I'd be like, I'll get you the fucking sneakers off of StockX. Whatever you want. She shouldn't be at Finish Line any fucking way. He has a Nike deal. He's fucking up his other money. You know what I mean? Not thinking straight. You know, Vay knows where the goddamn, I gotta fix my balls. I'm sorry, y'all. Vay knows where the line is from. That's why he can't guess. But if anybody else goes, the line is, I'ma just leave. I'ma just leave or I'ma just go. I'ma just go. But anyway, you shouldn't be hyped up like that to where you gotta call your son to bring in the whatchamacallit, man. Y'all gotta leave that hood bugger shit alone when somebody in your family reaches a fucking meteoric status. You know what I'm saying? This nigga is astronomical. He got money in the world. This nigga balling for whatchamacallit. It's the city that he's balling in though, man. You know what I mean? Memphis is a nigga city. And no disrespect to y'all motherfuckers. But y'all niggas, for real. You know what I mean? Memphis, Tennessee. Look who came out of there. Young Buck, 3-6 Mafia, Project Pat. Them some niggas. You know what I mean? Who else is from that shit? Is Pooh Shiesty from Tennessee? Y'all niggas gonna have to let me know because I'm not 100% sure. But I know a lot of motherfuckers from Tennessee. Is Yo Gotti and them from Tennessee? Let's see. Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti is from... Yo Gotti 5'7", that nigga. He's from Memphis, Tennessee. All right, so you see where that goes. Old boy just got killed there. The nigga that my brother loves. My big bro. What's that nigga name, man? They killed that motherfucker, yo. At the cookie shop. Hold on a second. Hold on. If y'all fucking come up with it before me. Is it Moneybag Yo? Nah, Moneybag Yo is still alive. Moneybag Yo is not Moneybag Yo. Where's this nigga from? It's another nigga from Memphis. Just another nigga. I'm not saying nigga in a bad way. I'm just saying them some niggas. Who the nigga that died? Rapper killed in Memphis. Young Dolph. There it is. He was another nigga. The motherfuckers was going back and forth and shit like that with other motherfuckers, man. And I'm trying to tell y'all motherfuckers, when you from a nigga city and he's surrounded by niggas and he got this fucking this aura around him, the shit he ain't returning to Superfly, nigga. Ain't he got this aura around him and shit like that, you feel invincible. But you gotta get these niggas from around you. Number one, he got a lot of leeches, which everybody that's rich do. He got a big entourage show with 9 people. Like, man, gotta send your driver to go get your mama, man. Tell her to fuck this shit, man. Shit's not even worth it. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Kids. So John Morant, in my opinion, he got to get his shit together. Like, but he's young, so I know how I used to think back then. You can't tell him nothing, especially because he's rich as fuck. You can't tell him nothing. So it's not like he got to get his shit together or, you know, and he's going to maybe like see this or see somebody say it on ESPN and everybody's going to go and he's going to go, wow, I really need to get my shit together. They go, man, fuck that shit. It's going to take for some shit to happen where he's losing money or he loses a sponsorship or somebody from his entourage gets bodied or some shit like that. Or he starts getting suspended for this shit for him to be like, yo, maybe I need to chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, switch your gears. We're going to go into this because I thought this was hilarious. Oh shit, I just opened Photoshop. I'm sorry guys, hold on a second. I pressed the wrong thing. Alright, bear with me, yo. Alright, let's get it. I don't know if any of y'all niggas seen this shit, by the way. All right, so context. You see this motherfucker barreling like Derrick Henry. For context, high school student eliminates his female teacher and ground and pounds her unconscious body after she took away his Nintendo Switch. All right, now I'm going to show y'all the video, then I'm going to talk about it a little bit. Let's get it. 11.9 million views on Fight Haven, by the way. No, wait, no. They viewed the tweet 37.9 million times. Shout out to Fight Haven, man. I need to fucking make a page like that. Look at this, look at this. Boom! He waterboyed her ass. He stomped out. He said, fuck it. And he's hitting her in the back. I could tell he's a nerd. He's hitting her in the back. And then somebody's like, all right, yo, chill. And he's like, hit her in the head. Because he's like, fuck it, I'm here now. But you could tell by the way he's punching her, he's a nerd. But check this shit out, right? He bodied the fuck out of her. And he was still kicking her. And he's on her ass still. She's asleep. Now, she was asleep as soon as she hit that motherfucking, like, as soon as he launched her, when she hit the ground, she was out of here. She's either playing dead because this nigga's a bear, or she's fucking saying, you know what, like, she went to nappy time land after he fucking sent her flying. Let's see it again. She's walking. She sees him. Oh, deer in headlights. Boom, boom. She's out of here. He's hitting her. She's limp as fuck. Like, I could tell the way he's hitting her in the back, like fucking, you know, that he's a little special. Now, check this shit out. My man's is 6'6", 270 pounds. If anybody's ever met me in person, I'm 6'6", right? So you know how tall I am. I'm 6'6" and a half. So you know how tall I am. Imagine a 17-year-old boy, special needs student, because I'm definitely telling you he was special needs. Oh, he was a nerd. And people used to probably pick on him. I could tell by his hairstyle that people picked on him. Because niggas that are cool don't wear afros like that. It probably wasn't shaped up. I want to see what this nigga actually looks like. But they don't release his name. Let's see it again. Niggas like this. And you could tell. She looks right there. Boom. She's in the air. He sends her. Flying. Right here. Let's do it frame by frame. He gets her. And he pushes her because she took his switch. And he's had enough. He saw Waterboy the night before. And he was like, stop making fun of me. And he fucking sends her flying. Boom! You can see where she went unconscious right there. Because he fucking sends her flying. Oh, the switch? That's probably or is that a shadow? I don't know. But boom! Right there. Sends her flying. He has his jacket. That's also how I know he's a nerd. Because he has his jacket tied around his waist. And he's wearing shorts. That was fucking nerd attire. He has the fucking white sock. It looked like he has on some sort of boots. Like what I'm saying, they probably got him from Walmart. This is all nerd attire. All right. I used to go to school with nerds. And yeah, that shit is. So, shorty right here. Is she watching the whole thing? She had to see the whole thing. She sees him coming like a ton of bricks. Boom. He pushes her. Needs to try out for the football team. His jacket falls. He's trying to pull up his jacket. He said, fuck that. He has on 2 different color socks. He does the one stomp. The two, he's stomping a mud hole in his ass. He think he's Stone Cold right now. His jacket is falling. He's saying, fuck it. I'm here now. So he hits her in the back because he's sick of it. I'm trying to tell you, this nigga has special needs. No way you can convince me that he's not a special needs person. No fucking way you can't convince me that he's not an artard. You know what I mean? So, boom. He goes, he's punching her, he's hitting her in the back. It was a water boy punching. I'm sick of it. He's probably crying while he's doing this, by the way. So shorty tried to stop him. He's punching her back, but it looks like he's doing this into her back. Like he's fucking like using his palm to say, I'm sick of this. You know what I mean? So he's using the palm to say, I'm sick of this. So he's hitting her. And then he gets his first fucking taste of what it's like to punch somebody in the face. Now, me ain't be in the back of the head, but if you ever hit somebody in the head when you're little, when you were little and you were fighting, you understand that you used to body blow. And the first time you cracked the motherfucker in the face, intoxicating. Intoxicating. All right? So, here it is. He's beating the shit out of her right now. So he's like, wham. Wham! Wham! Now this lady comes running. Holy shit. Now, my guy... Now, I didn't even peep this. My man's is coming around the corner with this other student. Yo, he sees... Is he looking? He has to see. So he's not even... I'm talking about my man's right here. Haven't even seen this. Haven't even fucking noticed this because I'm more focused on this fucking beast of a artard beating the shit out of this teacher. So he's walking. He's like, fuck, another bullshit in the school. He's walking. He places his phone down ever so cautiously. He's like, hey, man, you gotta chill out. Now, at this point, you gotta fucking yoke this nigga off. But then again, I don't blame him because you yoke this nigga. He's white. Fucking kid is black. He puts this nigga in the chokehold. We got a new story. So, he gets her off. He gets him off ever so fucking lovingly. Right? So... We going, and he's on him, and they push him away a little bit, and he's like, fuck that. I'm dropping him. I'm leg dropping a bow. He's ROTC. He's ROTC. So he's trying to get in the middle of her, and then they holding him, they're trying to console him, other than trying to grab this motherfucker. This is the problem with motherfuckers nowadays. This nigga just beat the shit out of your colleague. Why are you trying to calm this nigga down like that? You got the ROTC dude there, and y'all niggas should be on this motherfucker. Like, pinning him to the floor or something. So they all sitting there talking to him. He realizes there's two women. There's Leslie Knope right there. And he's realizing two women. He said, fuck that shit. I'm sick of this bitch. And he gets more punches in, and now Mandem is dragging him away. So this kid is 270, 6'6". Beating the shit out of this lady, son. There it is. So she's fucking asleep right now. And everybody does the fucking wrong thing when you move an unconscious body. He's laying there because he's tuckered out. You know what I mean? He's tuckered out now. He's done. He's had his fill of malicious violence for the day. You know what I mean? He said, fuck it. I am done beating the shit out of this lady, and I'm just gonna go to sleep now. And that is the fucking definition of a special kid. And I'm not saying special like fucking, he's gonna play for Alabama one day. Obviously not anymore because of what he just did. But like, I'm saying special as in he got something fucked up in his mind. And I dare anybody to refute me on that. I dare you. I fucking dare you, man. So let's see what these niggas had to say about this shit. All right. Shouldn't you be seeing 2020 eyeglasses? I should have looked on YouTube for this shit. Because, yeah, the fuck is this bullshit? It's a long ass goddamn.
It's absolutely the case. This is a 17-year-old we're talking about who's about 6'6" and about 270 pounds. And deputies say that when the teacher's aide took away his Nintendo Switch, he literally sent her flying through the air.
Go ahead, go with Deputy King. Look at me. You gonna be cool with Deputy King?
Shout to the motherfucker going to the store and buying a Nintendo Switch so he can show you what got this man so enraged. He went going to the store and all over a Nintendo Switch. A Nintendo Switch. Oh, yeah, for y'all who don't believe I wear size 15, by the way. There it is. A Nintendo Switch. This nigga went like this. A Nintendo Switch. Don't ask me why that shoebox is there. All right? Let's see what they're telling this motherfucker. Let me take y'all back.
And I don't want to go to jail.
Flagler deputies slapping the handcuffs on the teenager. Because of his age, we're not showing his face or sharing his name. He's charged with knocking a teacher's aide unconscious after deputies say she took away his Nintendo Switch video game.
Telling him that he couldn't do it, she left the classroom. He chased after her into the hallway and then very violently pushed her to the ground so hard that it completely knocked her unconscious.
The sheriff's office report states that his push made her go flying before she hit the floor, and that's when the beating started.
And then started kicking this teacher and punching her throughout her body, face, chest, very, very violently.
The report states he beat her about 15 times before Good Samaritans came to her rescue.
Stand up for me.
That's when SRO deputies got there.
Fortunately, other students and other faculty members, administrators came and intervened.
Deputies say as they walked the teen past his unconscious victim, he spat at her and threatened to come back and kill her. Parents say they're shocked.
It's really sad that something like that had to happen at the school.
A lot of kids don't know how to express themselves anymore. They don't speak to each other. They don't speak to anyone else.
The student's been charged with felony aggravated battery and turned over to the Department of Juvenile Justice. We're live in Palm Coast.
Words there, aren't you, guy?
Fox 35 News.
Yeah, so I didn't know about the spitting part. Like, this nigga taking him away in cuffs. Nigga said, I'm gonna kill you, bitch. You know what that reminds me of? You ever see the video of the guy getting tased and he was like, I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Y'all never seen it all. Let me fucking find it for you. He said, no, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, bitch. All right. We here.
Just got dispatched to.
I just asked
You're gonna get tased if you don't sit down.
I ain't getting that to you. I'll get you, bitch.
Oh my God!
What's going on?
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
I'm not gonna tell you again. Sit down on the curb.
And what are you doing? Don't be
Control
grabbing on
16.
me. I just asked
You're gonna
you
get
what?
tased if you don't sit
I
down.
ain't getting that to you. I'll get you, bitch.
What the fuck? Oh, I fucked up. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Hold on a second. Because y'all definitely didn't see that fucking shit that I saw. It's just hilarious. I'll get you, bitch.
Just got dispatched to a domestic disturbance where a male is chasing a female down the street. What's going on?
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
I'm not gonna tell you again. Sit down on the curb.
And what are you doing? Don't be
Control
grabbing on
16.
me.
The cop is unnecessarily
You're
aggressive.
gonna
He
get
got
tased
out
if
the
you don't
car
sit down.
and was just on 10.
I'll get you, bitch. Get on the ground.
Oh, fuck, man.
Tell her when I get.
I don't know if y'all remember from Cops back in the day. That show was fucking crazy. All right, but check it. That's what reminded me of. The nigga spit on her and said, yo, I'm going to kill you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come back and kill you. She obviously didn't hear none of that because she was, you know, sleeping. But yeah. Anyway. I'm going to show you. Beyonce's definitely gonna monetize this shit. All right, now the last thing I have is this thing right here, where I listened to this and I actually sat and I pondered on what I would do. Let's check it out.
How many kindergartners do you think you could personally take on in a fight before being overpowered? Stipulations and context. Number 1, the kindergartners are released 5 at a time every 30 seconds. Number 2, the arena is a standard-sized classroom, let's say 40 feet wide by 25 feet deep. However, the room is completely empty. Number 3. The kindergarteners are unarmed. They are just going to run at you, attempting to punch, kick, bite, and scratch you. Their ultimate goal is to cumulatively dogpile on you and pin you to the ground. If they can pin you for 15 consecutive seconds, you'll lose. Number 4. You have to knock a kindergartner unconscious in order to defeat them. Once they are knocked unconscious, they vanish from the classroom arena. Number 5. You can use any strategy you want to fend them off, but you are also unarmed and you are not allowed to leave the room.
Alright, now, he said...
How many kindergartners
do you think you could personally take in a fight before being overpowered? Now, I'm saying the whole class, bring them on, I'm winning. You want to know why? Because I'm a monster and they're little kids. Now, he said you can use whatever's in the classroom. The classroom is cleared out. Immediately off the bat, cleaning the first one. Full power. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be coming at you, scratching claws. They're going to be agile, but they're also kindergartners, so they can't weigh that much. How much does the average kindergartner weigh? Let's see. $39 to $40, typically 40 inches tall. So if anybody don't know what 40 inches tall is, it's about like fucking 4 feet. Not 4 feet, like 3 feet. Shit. 40 inches is 3.3 feet, right? So 41 pounds. You're basically fighting midgets, but midgets are heavy. Little kids aren't. So these kids is coming at you. They're flying. They got their little teeth and shit. They're trying to scratch, and you're just flinging them, snuffing them, kicking them, kneeing them, and they just vanishing. Poof, poof, poof. All right. You're not fighting the Powerpuff Girls. You're fighting fucking kindergartners. I'm cleaning them up. I think I can do a whole class, but I really think I can get through 100 without getting tired. Because the first 20, I'm cleaning with one punch. And I'm punching downward too. Fucking kneeing, picking them up, tossing them backwards, all kinds of shit. I feel like I could beat 100 kindergartners if that's like the cap. If it's unlimited kindergartners, I may start getting tired after 100. You know what I'm saying? Not in the best shape. You know, picking up and you throwing 40 pounds and shit like that. I'm good for throwing maybe like fucking maybe like 15 to 10 of them, like in succession. But then after that, I'm getting tired, like of tossing kindergartens. And you can't choke them out because it's going to take time, and the other motherfuckers are going to pile on you. So your best bet is to give them one of these knuckle sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Knock these motherfuckers out. Knock these motherfuckers out. I will big boot a fucking kindergartner. I have big booted a kindergartner. You know what I'm saying? So it's not out of the realm of me being fucking crazy and beating 100 kindergartners. My cap is 100. I think if it gets past 100, it get a little dicey, but what do I know? And on that note, folks, told you I really ain't have shit, and I'm gonna get up out of here. And I'm gonna put the poll up on Instagrams. So if y'all can go take a look at the poll and say how many you could beat, that'd be cool. But anyway, I'll see y'all niggas next week. I'll try to have Brad back on here. I didn't even ask him this week, or he didn't offer. So, but for Brad to be on here is gonna start at 6:30. But we gonna see. All right, mofos. You know what they say about chicken.